Well, hello everyone. It's me, your Flylady Kat, and I am here today about a half hour behind schedule. My husband and I went to the movies and got stuck behind an accident. What was supposed to be a 30-minute ride home was a 1 hour ride home. So I dashed in the house, grabbed a cheese stick, got me some more water, and a banana. I've got a banana over here because I'm hungry. Anyway, today I'm just going to answer your questions. So I'm going to meet and greet for about 2 minutes, and then we'll look for your questions and we'll start answering you. Each person gets their question answered that I can get to, but I'm not going to go back. I'm just going to get the questions that come up. So hi, Terry from Georgia, and hello, Smiley Cat. Hi, Ellie K, which is actually, I know your name. I can't remember your name today. I have it yesterday. Jackie Longnecker, hi, good to see you live. Paul and Antonia Sasser, hola. Hola to you. I'm trying to think of your name in Gainesville. Tell me your name again. I'm going to kick myself when you do. Michelle Scarberry, hello, just made it. Good, I'm glad you just made it because we would have been a half hour into this. But I just made it. Angie Snyder, hi from Virginia. Hope you're having some good weather up there. Anybody else on here? We got 30 people on. That's great on this Friday date night, right? I know it's a little bit bright in this room. I apologize. Let me adjust that. That's better. Myrna Renaud, I'm a listener. Enjoy your soft voice. Well, thank you very much, Myrna. So nice to have you. Kelly Church. Yes. Kelly Church. What did you say? K plus Ellie equals Kelly Church. I knew it the second you said it. Now I'm kicking myself. Thank you, Kelly. Alicia Shanks, fixing big chef salads for dinner. That sounds good. Sounds real good. Mr. B is saying something, but he'll have to put a note on here for me to hear him because he's downstairs hollering. Hope you hear me, Mr. B. Let's see, Daisy Smith, hello from your neck of the woods in Jacksonville. Daisy, we'll have to meet for coffee. Yes, message me on my Facebook, on the Flylady Kat Facebook. That would be awesome. Hi, Loie. Oh, my sweet Loie. How are you? Loie's one of my forever fly babies. Haven't heard from her in a long time. That would be great. Let me write Daisy Smith down here. Daisy Smith. I'll be looking for you, Daisy. We'll have coffee. It'll be good. Anna Bandman, hi. Or if you don't drink coffee, we'll have something else. Sarah, I'm close to Jacksonville and St. Mary's, Georgia. Come on down, girl. I'm at the other side of Jacksonville. I'm in St. Johns County, so I'm actually in St. Johns, Florida, just south of Jacksonville. Hi, Isabella. How are you, Miss Pointer? Stitch and Deb. Hi, Deb. All right, Jennifer Lind, you talk to me a lot. Oh, by the way, y'all, I know Jennifer is a patron, I'm pretty sure. I've been answering all my emails and my notes on the videos, but on Patreon, for some reason, I answered every single one and they all disappeared, all my answers. So you'll have a little heart, but you don't have an answer, and I apologize. But I will make every effort to get that to work going forward. So, all right, Irene. Hi, Irene. Irene is my Canadian. She's from Swan River, Manitoba. Is that right? I'm very bad on my out of the United States geography. It's Canadian geography. Hello, Kat and Mr. B, getting ready to celebrate Canada Day, July 1st. That's my dad's birthday. He'll be 88. Happy Friday, Miss Nancy. Janet Solorzano from Sacramento. Hello. Happy 13th birthday to my grandson. Thank you, Linda. Lynn Shear. Linda. That's my grandson, Brooks, who lives in Gulf Breeze, Florida. He is a handsome fella. So proud of him. Hi, Sarah. Come on, let me meet you for coffee. Are you in Jacksonville? I'll put your name down. Isabel says, what makes you smile every day? Seeing your smile in the videos makes me smile. I love what I do. And that's something that I've always been able to do, and that's love what I do. I've always loved my job, And this feels even better. Oh yeah, Sarah, you're in Georgia. That's right. Let me make a little note. Georgia, St. Mary's. You know what I'd love to do is go up to Georgia and pick some blueberries. But we have some places, dear. Down here, Moni Baba. Hi, first time from Scotland, Monica. Hi, Monica. Hi, can I call you a hen? Are you on the right side of Scotland? It's a new word I learned. I have to use it. All right, let's see. So glad to have you here, Monica. Bonnie Vernon, you got an answer? Good. Some of you I was able to give an answer to. And then I'm wondering if some of you are getting, because when I answered again, I thought, I wonder if this is going to be 2 answers. So it's a quandary. Okay, let me go through these real quick, and then somebody asked me a question because we're already in almost 6 minutes. My, how time flies, and I haven't answered a question. Susan Chandler says, yay, she caught me live. Jacqueline Tapia from New Jersey. I worked with a Tapia, I won't say his name, but his last name was Tapia at the bank. He's a super nice guy. Nancy H., any suggestions for another colleague similar in your style who might be able to Flylady mentor since you were all booked? I'll tell you what, Nancy H., if you can possibly send me a personal message on the Flylady Kat Facebook Messenger. Now, some of you people, I don't like to say you people, some people are sending me personal fly messages on my personal one that says Kathy Lynn Wise Brewer, and I can't accept you there because I just can't. So if you will go to the Flylady Kat, I can accept you and Messenger, and we can talk. So if you're listening to this, I hope that you're not offended that I haven't answered you. I would love to answer you. Some of you have written me lovely notes on there, but I just can't. I have to accept you as a friend there, and that's not where I want that to be. That's my personal. Okay? All right. So Nancy, give me a contact me, and I'll talk to you. Carol Benny, good evening from Scotland, UK. Yay, Carol. Sarah, that's right, Sarah. Dixie Hatanaka. Hello. So glad to get you live. Sweating here in St. George, Utah. Yesterday was 106. I love St. George. It's so beautiful. Utah is just an absolutely breathtakingly beautiful place. Carol Benny says, I am a hen. Okay, good, Carol. Carol, are you the one who called me a hen that time and I didn't know what it meant? I think it might have been you. Susan Chandler, you skipped me, but that's okay. Love you. I skipped you, Susan. I saw your name. I'm so sorry. Susan Chandler, Susan Chandler, Susan Chandler. Brah. How's that? All right. Irene says, yes, you're right. Swan River, Manitoba. Happy birthday, me. Kat's dad. Is it your birthday too, Canada Day? Really? That's awesome. Or is that not what you meant? I'm confused. Terry says, I need to stay. Okay, here's a question. Drum roll, please. We have a question from Terry E. I need help staying on the wagon. I get the house looking nice and then find I want an extra day off and then it snowballs. Is there a trick to staying on track? Yes. Terry, who spells her name like my precious cousin Terry, whom I adore. Yes, Terry. Watch the daily videos and do exactly what I say. That's the trick. Until it's ingrained in you, watch the daily videos and do exactly what I say. You will not fail if you do exactly what I say. Okay? You can do it. All right. So now that's Terry's answer. Okay, now let's see if we have any more questions. Hi, Kayla. I haven't seen you in a bit, have I? Jennifer Lynn said, I had the same question as Nancy H. You did? Nancy H's question was, see, I already forgot. Oh, yeah. Okay, do the same thing, Kayla. Was that Kayla who said that? Wait a minute. Yeah, that wasn't Kayla. That was Jenny. Jennifer Lynn, send me the same thing, okay? Beginning of this live, Kayla said. Oh, that's where you were. Okay. Susan said, that was me. I did correct it afterward. Just wanted to tell you I love the focus on routines that get you ready for the morning. Awesome, Susan. So it was you who sent me? Well, it wasn't just you, baby. There's a bunch of people who do it. So it's okay. And I really know that they mean well and it's not intentional, but I just can't accept it. And I hope that you guys understand my heart on that. Bush, that was deleted. Okay. Carol, I am Kat. You are Carol? You're Kat? How come it says Carol? Are you Carol Kathleen or something? Cece, hi from Luxembourg, and thank you so much for your help. You are beautiful. You're beautiful too, Cece. Nancy H, question with the one. Okay, question, another drum roll. Question with the weekly home blessing for Nancy H. I was always slack on mopping. Okay to just take a rag and wipe mop? Okay, here's the deal. I don't care. I just don't want it to take too long because when you do the weekly home blessing hour, you're not deep mopping. You're just getting the traffic patterns. So if you have a large kitchen, then it's just going to be like in front of the dishwasher, in front of the sinks, in front of the stove, in front of the refrigerator, around the table, maybe in front of the pantry, and maybe the traffic pattern where you walk in and out. But that's still a lot to do down on your hands and knees. I would think it's easier to get a Swiffer and just, with the pump and just do it real quick. But it's your call. You can do whatever you want. 10 minutes is your limit on mopping that room and the bathrooms. Okay, that was a good question. Let's see. So that was Nancy. Okay, Susan, you went back and picked me up, but I'd already sent that message. Will you please remind us to pack our bags? Oh, I remember that message. Yes, I will. I will say that on my next. Now, I've already made videos all the way for YouTube through next Wednesday, and I do mention it from time to time, like for the children to pack theirs. So just know that's part, but I will start adding that for you. Okay, Susan? And Susan's thing is she wants when I'm doing the daily videos to remind them to remind you guys to pack your lunches if you have to do that to take to work the next day. All right, that was a good one. Let's see. I told you I wasn't going to go backwards, and here I am. Hatanaka, is that right, Dixie? Okay. Terry, I feel your pain. Michelle Scarberry, question, any tips for remembering to use my planner? I really need it because I forget important things like due dates, but I can never remember to write in it and later regret it. Yes, follow my daily videos. I talk about it every single solitary day because we're doing the before bed routine, and it's part of your before bed routine. So, and on Sunday when we do and on Wednesday, I talk about putting things in your planner on those 2 days. When you're doing your planning and desk day, and on Sunday afternoon when it's quiet, kind of making sure you've got the beginning of the next week planned out until you do your planning and desk day again. So just follow my daily videos. You can't go wrong, okay? And I'm not saying they're perfect, and sometimes I might forget something, but in general, it's going to help you a whole lot more than trying to make yourself remember. Now, you can always post a Post-it note somewhere, but I find that very distracting to have Post-it notes all over the place. Okay, I hope I didn't miss anybody. That was Michelle. Mop with a rag and a foot, okay, sure. Bonnie Vernon, that was Nancy. Bonnie Vernon, now about craft rooms. How do I go about it? I just can't seem to get started with it. It's in a few rooms, and I do so many crafts. I'm doing other rooms, but the craft thing is just so hard. Okay, so first thing, let's gather everything into one room. That's your craft room. It's not your crafting house. You have a craft room. And then remember that when you organize, you're just putting like things together. And then I want you to prioritize all your like things and see if you're really not doing something. If you don't have enough room for something, perhaps you can drop that particular craft or crafts. That's a suggestion. And then after you've got like things together, then you can go in there and throw out all the junk, because there's always that. Even if you paint, paint brushes are bad, old paints need to be thrown away, old canvases need to be thrown away, things that just are trash. So make sure that you're going through that when you're doing your one other room, okay? Or if it's way overwhelming, just stop your zones and make it a project, all right? But you can't craft in your whole house. You have a craft room. And just like children doing their schoolwork, with each thing you do, you have to put it away before you start the next thing. And at the end of the day, you have to have a few minutes to complete your process and put it away, unless it's a painting that's drying, but still all the other things have to be cleaned and put away. And I'm using painting as an example. But if you're crocheting or if you're doing beadwork, if you're doing glass work, you know, I know that some things have to be left out, but it's only that one thing. All the accoutrements that go with it get put away. And you're not going to forget where they are because they're in your craft room, put away. And if you have it in your planner that you're going to work on XYZ this week every day, then you're going to know what you're working on. You won't forget. That's why people leave things out. They think they're going to forget because it's the nature of us sidetracked people. Okay? Okay, I hope that helps. All right, I'm just gonna, I can't keep going back, guys. It's too hard. Oh, Carol, you're the one who originally called me a hen. It's okay. Alicia said whatever works. Sarah said I'm working on integrating basic weekly plan items, but they take me 2 days to complete. Is that sustainable? No. No, basic weekly plan items don't take 2 days. They take an hour or less. Weekly home blessing, hour, unless you're splitting it up over 6 days, and then it takes 10 minutes that day. Grocery shopping can take an hour. Your desk day can take an hour, planning and desk day. But other than that, nothing takes 2 days. No. If you're doing that, you're being a perfectionist, or you're just being, yeah, you're being a perfectionist. That's the only thing I can think is you possibly are being a perfectionist. So I hope that helps. Reassess what you're doing and go fast and get it done. It's not going to be finished. You're not going to get finished. So if you have car and purse day, which is today, that doesn't take 2 days. That takes 10 minutes. Even if your car is filthy after you've gotten all the trash out, it needs to be washed and cleaned. That's something else that you do on your free time. But we're talking about getting the stuff out of your car. It doesn't take that long. Throw away, put away, give away. Always remember that. Sarah said, I see, Kat, I am being a perfectionist with my basic weekly plan items. Possibly. Daisy Smith, question, any tips for decluttering emotional items? I have inherited a lot of items from my mama and both of my grandparents that are hard to even think about getting rid of and are just sitting. Okay, yes, this is my tip. If your mama or your grandma was sitting right there with you and they saw the stuff that you were keeping, like switch hats and say you're the one who's deceased and someone has inherited your stuff. Now think about all your stuff. Would you want your family, your mother, if you died and your mother was alive, would you want your mother to keep all your stuff? Or would you say, really? I mean, that's just sitting in their house, taking up space. I never intended for you to have, I don't even like that thing. That was given to me, or I bought that on sale because I needed something else and it's the best I could do at the time. Or I'm so embarrassed that you're keeping that. I painted that in a class that, you know, I didn't even enjoy painting it or whatever. Just remember that you are going to keep things that are beautiful, that you love, and that you use. Otherwise, they're just homeless, unloved things in your house, and you're not doing anybody any good by keeping them. In fact, if you give them away, excuse me, someone else can be blessed by that because they might actually love that thing that you don't particularly use or need, or that duplicate that you have. You know, if you have a duplicate, maybe you want to keep your mother's and get rid of the original that you had, or your grandmother's. And I do understand emotional, sentimental things, and I have them too, but you only keep one or two really precious things, and you learn to open your hand and let the butterfly go. That's what you got to do. Or you're going to have a house full of stuff, and you only have so much valuable real estate in your home. So you don't want to clutter it up, and you know that your relative would be mortified that you were keeping some of that stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, Sarah says, what's taking me 2 days is planning. Yeah, stop doing that. Give yourself an hour. Set your timer and give yourself an hour, Sarah. And if it takes you longer than that, you can't do it. You just can't do it. So let's say you're going to pay your bills. Paying your bills shouldn't take an hour. Okay, so that takes, let's say it takes 30 minutes to pay your bills because you're like all messed up and you don't have a system yet. All right, and then you're going to check your banking account and make sure there's nothing weird in it and balance your checking account. If you can't get your checking account balanced in 30 minutes, maybe you need some professional help on that, because really balancing a checkbook doesn't take that long. Sometimes, you know, you find a mistake and you can't, and we're being a perfectionist and we want 2 cents. Don't waste 30 minutes on 2 cents, okay? just let it go. Put an adjustment. If I have things, and I was a banker, but I'll write ADJ on one of my lines in my bank account book, and I'll put plus 2.02 or plus $6 or minus $6, whatever. If you can't find it, don't waste all day. Your time is too precious. You're a CEO. You don't want to waste all day on 2 cents. Okay? All right. So get it going. You can do it. It might take you 2 hours the first time because you just really don't have a system yet. But once you get it going, it's not going to take you more than an hour. And that should include checking your refrigerator, looking and making a menu, balancing your checkbook, and paying your bills. It just doesn't take that long. And then you look at your budget. If you do it every week, that's the key. Okay, let's see. Isabel said, I take pictures of clutter that are sentimental and get rid of the actual items. So when I miss those things, I look at the pictures until I get over it. That's excellent, Sarah. Any tips on not being tired in the morning? Yeah, go to bed on time. That's the tip. And you might have to reset your clock, your internal clock, but go to bed on time so that you can get up on time. Some people require 6 hours, some people require 7, some people 8, and some people 9. That's usually the range. And you figure out which person you are. Bonnie Vernon, thanks. Yes, paint even when I make cards. Lots of background to dry a day or two. I will try the project days. Go girl. Carol, by opening the door. What? I missed that, Kathy. I'm going backwards, by the way. Yeah, Sarah says I'm getting too obsessed with inventorying everything on Wednesday. Yeah, no, we don't need to do that. Carol says, question, I need to declutter my wee cupboard in the hall. How do I start? How do you start decluttering a tiny cupboard in the hall? Well, first of all, which zone does it fall into? So put it in that zone. Make that one of your 4 things that you're going to do, because if you're only going to work for 4 days in your zone. So if it's in your living room, hallway, or whatever, pick that zone. And then on that day, start your music, get your water, turn on your 15-minute timer, go to that, already have your 3 things to declutter in, throw away, put away, give away. Go to that wee cupboard, open it up, start with the top and work your way down. Throw away, put away, give away. Put them in 3 containers. And then, and also know what you're going to put on these shelves. Have an idea of what you want it to look like when you're done. So that when you do have some put away that you pull off, say the 3rd shelf, and you want it done on the 2nd, you can put it on the 2nd right away, okay? That's how you do it. If you don't get done and the timer goes off, you're done anyway. Complete the process by throwing away the garbage, putting away the things that need to be put in other parts of the house, and giving away, putting the giveaway in the back of the car. That's exactly how you do it. Okay, thank you for all your tips, Sarah said, on planning a desk day. It looks like I'm trying to do too much. That's a major thing that people do all the time. We overplan. We always underestimate how long a big project will take, and we overestimate how long a little decluttering will take. Kathy Whitaker, question, I'm having some tests done. Do I double up for those days? Absolutely not. You skip those days. Skip them. And that doesn't mean you take a free day. It means you skip it. So if it's the day that you normally did your weekly home blessing hour, skip it. Now, that does not mean schedule every test and every doctor's appointment for a week for Mondays. It means skip it. If you have some tests, these are unusual things. This isn't a normal thing. It's not like you set a doctor's appointment for a physical that you would set on your free day or in the afternoon after you've done your weekly home blessing hour, okay? All right, I'm seeing lots of questions. I mean, a lot of questions coming in here. Let's see. Let me see. Thank you, Kat. That's Daisy Smith. I have never thought of it that way. You're welcome. Carol said, I love the way you say we covered. Thinking about it, 99% of it will be chucked. Cheers, Kat, and hello, Mr. B. That's right. You know what? Somebody asked me today in one of the comments, how they had so much filing from going through their paperwork, their inch a day, so much to file, and I was shocked. I mean, I really am, because 90% of what we go through in paper is trash. So what I'm thinking that's happening, and what happens to a lot of you, is that they're just going through it, can't decide, not making that nanosecond decision to throw it away, so they put it on their desk and they say, well, I'll just file it. So they're going to have to go through it again and file the real stuff, because there won't be much to file. And it's the same with everything. Most of your stuff might be trash. You'd be shocked. Okay, Isabel Pointer, thank you. Pointer, thanks for the great idea. Isabel, what did you say? We're going to move into our first house in Florida in August. The owners of that house are super clean, but I still feel overwhelmed. Where to start once we move in? Any suggestions? Absolutely. Always pack these last 3 rooms last. The kitchen, the bathroom, and the bedroom. So that when you get there, those are the first 3 things to come off the truck so that you can unpack those 3 rooms first. It might not be completely, but you'll have the required things to sleep in a bed, the required things to take a shower, brush your teeth, all those things, and the required things to make some coffee and make a little food in the kitchen. So, and then you just start, you just go, you just do it every day until it's done. It doesn't have to be done in a day. It doesn't have to be done in a week. It just has to be done every day until it's done. This is your home. This is not a race. This is where you're going to think about seriously where you're going to put things, where you're going to place things. And even though the people who live in the home are clean, almost always we want to clean it again ourselves. So you might want to do that as well. At least the tub, the toilet, the sinks. Okay? All right. I hope that helps. Angela here. Hi, Angela. I don't know how to pronounce this. Mointure 78, I guess. Only just got a notification. Really hope YouTube fixes this. Me too. That's why I made an announcement earlier in the day that I would be on at 5, which I failed because we were in the car and there was an accident in front of us. Okay, thanks, Kat K. That makes sense. I'm so excited. Yay. Sarah, I do not buy, I know you meant Kat, but it's okay. Sarah, I do not buy my groceries each week. I buy them every other week. Do I make a menu each week? No, you can make a 2-week menu. There's no problem. And just know that it's going to be flexible. Carol Binney, as when you think about it, if it's only stuff, then it's trash. So chuck out is the way of my thinking anyway. Yeah, I love it. Or give away. If it's something that you would buy in a used store or whatever, then you can put it in. If it's something that you wouldn't buy because it looks so bad, then that needs to go in the garbage. Okay. Michelle Scarberry's question, Larry got it for you. Thank you, Mr. B. I'm just curious, do you ever talk to Marla, the Fly Lady? No, I do not. She interviewed me when we first all came on. We went through a 4-interview process. The Fly Lady Premium business did spring from Marla, but her nephew, her niece, and her sister run Fly Lady Premium. So that's who we deal with. So we don't deal with Marla. I did make arrangements to meet her in person, but it fell through when I was up in her part of the town, of the woods a long time ago. But no, I haven't just talked to her on the phone. I'm sure I could. I just don't bother her. She's writing books and things. So, all right, but that was a good question. Sarah, thanks for answering my question about menus. You're welcome. Monica said, how to stay focused. I get distracted all the time. Any tips? Yeah, we are all those kind of people. So to stay focused, first of all, if you haven't watched my video on ping pong balls, that's what I'm going to recommend. Because when you're not focused, it means you have so many things bouncing around in your head you can't think straight. So you want to get these thoughts on paper, just like I do, in a 3-ring, I mean not a 3-ring binder, in a, what do you call these? One of these. Okay, see, this is my June. See, it says June. And just write your notes down, and then take that and prioritize it and put those things in your planner. And then that day you won't have every single thing in your head. You'll only have the few things that you put in your planner, the to-dos that you want to do. Other than that, I'll tell you what I do for conversation that helps me when I'm having conversation, and it could help you. It might be something you can use in other ways, but when my daughter and I, we're both a little ADD, are taking a walk together, we're always constantly frustrated because we can't get our conversations out. And we had something we were going to say and something we were going to say. So instead of interrupting one another, we say, because that's kind of squirrel behavior, right? So we say, oh, I have 3 nuts I want to talk to you about today. The furniture, mom and dad, and the pool. Just remind me, furniture, mom and dad, and the pool. Okay, and I've got 3, and they are band practice, ballet, and my car, right, like that. And so I'll say, okay, you start. Which one do you want to start with? Band practice. Okay, good. So she'll do one, I'll do one. She'll do one, I'll do one. Then maybe she can't remember the other one and I can. and I can't remember mine and she can. That's how we do it. So maybe you can compartmentalize, this is what I was saying to do on paper, by putting things down and putting them in a book and just say, you know what, as far as everything else goes, I see you, I have a plan for you, it's in my book, it's in my planner. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay. Kelly Church says, hi, Mr. B. One of my good friend's dad just lost his leg below the knee due to some health problems. I told him about you because you seem to have things all together. Yeah, Mr. B lost his leg above the knee when he was only 23 in a railroad accident. And he is awesome. He had an excellent surgeon, and he's got a great head. He thinks positively, and he is great. And he doesn't walk with a limp or anything. He never has. It's a matter of attitude. It is hard when you've had health issues because your body's not as healthy as Larry's was when he lost his leg in the beginning. But you can do anything you want to do. You just have to change your mind and depend on the Lord for help. Okay, let's see. Sarah said, my nuts idea is genius. I go on tangents when I speak. I know, it's so frustrating. And then you're like, oh, I really wanted to say something. What was it? All right, let's see. And I hope that your friend's father, by the way, Kelly, is doing well. Night, Mr. B as well. Is everybody leaving? It's time to go. It has been 30 minutes. Hi from Rochester, New York. Hi, Kathy Davin. Nice to see you. Sarah says the struggle is real to Kelly. Sorry to hear about Kelly. He will be fine. Prayers for his recovery. Oh, Mr. B, so sweet. All right. Anything else that I missed? I know I skipped some things. Carol's going to bed. Night, sweetheart. Talk to you later, Carol, Benny. Or Kat? I'm confused about that. Anyway, all right. Any other questions, comments, or concerns, ladies? I'm going to sit right here. If I missed your question, please let me know. Jen Smith, just wanted to say thank you for your daily videos. They have really helped me, Jen. I'm so glad that they have. And I feel that based on the comments I get and based on my own experience, that would have been something I would have loved to have had. So I did it for you because that's what I wanted to do. All right, ladies, is there anything else we can talk about? That's it. We have 50 people on here, so I'm open if you want to ask me a question other than my name and my favorite song. That's probably a delete, Mr. B. Michelle, I am loving Patreon, the best $5 ever. Michelle, I'm so glad you love it. Every day I rack my brain to come up with something great for you guys, and I know some of them are short and sweet, but I really hope that they're getting to the point for you. How can I get in the habit of doing a routine? Yasmin? Okay, somebody answer Yasmin. How can she get in the habit of doing a routine? I'm going to see. I want the first 5 people to tell me how to help Yasmin. Sarah says, for my morning routine, how do I remember to tweeze my brows? If you need to tweeze your brows every day, then just put it in your daily routine and do it. Bonnie says, I love it too. Oh, Bonnie, thank you. I don't tweeze my brows. I tweeze my brows when I look at them and go, oh my. That's when I tweeze mine. Nancy says, write the planner. Yeah, that's a good way. Monica says, by the way, thank you for being available for us. Thank you for your answer. I'm so happy that you remember my name. Monica, I can't say that I'll remember it next time, but I'm doing my very best to remember it today, honey. Squishy and Squelch. I'm in college and I'm also working and married. I'm struggling with keeping up on my routines. Any advice? Dishes are our biggest enemy. Yes. First of all, if you're having to wash dishes by hand, watch my Dishes Diva video. It changes your attitude about dishes. And then the other thing is watch the dailies, which include your after dinner routine, which takes care of the dishes. And if you have to hand wash dishes, my suggestion is hand wash them after each meal, just real quick, or use paper plates. Listen to Kat Daily is Nancy's answer. By following your videos every day. That's ding, 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 ding. That's it. These are all great answers. But Daisy Smith said the one I was going to say. I look forward to seeing a video for children. Monica, I have videos for children. They're on my Patreon channel, $5 a month. And I just made 5 of them. So Susan said, thank you for prayers for my daughter. Scans were clean. Oh, praise God. That's awesome, Susan. I'm so glad. Angie Snyder, I get up 30 minutes early every morning. Rock and roll, Angie. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you. I wish I could be with each and every one of you in your homes when you're doing this stuff to say, Good for you. And you know what? A lot of my fly babies don't give themselves enough credit. I believe you're doing more than you think you are. I want you to stop and look and see what you've accomplished. You're doing great. Susan said she had her thyroid removed and you all prayed, and she just finished her radiation treatment today, and the scan said no cancer anywhere else in her body. You know, my daughter Robin, who is now 37, had her had thyroid cancer herself and had hers removed. And after that, I have some nodules, and my other daughter has some nodules. So in fact, my endocrinologist called today to set up our 2-year appointment because I've been clear for so long. I don't have anything. My daughter who has her thyroid has Hashimoto's, but I don't have anything, just nodules, which a lot of people have. Okay, let's see. So I'm so glad for her. And you know what, that little scar will go away. It just gets less and less. Tell her not to worry. I know when Robin first looked at hers in the hospital, she was shocked because it was bigger than she thought it would be. But it's like you don't even see it anymore. Jen Smith said, do you have videos for creating control journals for a home fly babies? Yes, I do. And if you want to print out a control journal, you can go to flylady.net and write control journals, and she has all kinds you can print out. So if you want to use a control journal, you can do that. I personally don't. I use my spiral bound notebooks for writing my notes down, and I put everything in my planner. But you can certainly have a control journal. It is very much part of the Marla Silly original Flylady system for her. Okay. Squishy said, we do them by hand, and I have seen the Dishes Diva video, but we are still so bad and inconsistent. Thanks for the advice, Michelle and Kat. Well, you know what, Michelle and Kat? That's me and Michelle. Okay. Squishy and Squelch. Just make yourself a promise that just for today, you're going to do your dishes. And then tomorrow, make yourself the same promise. And the next day, make yourself the same promise. But don't promise now for tomorrow. Promise yourself in the morning that you're going to do the dishes. And today I want you to promise that you're going to do your dishes. Okay? That's going to give you some control in your life and some peace. And you're going to love yourself for doing it. Because when you walk into a kitchen and there's no dirty dishes, it's great. Okay? Okay. And one of these days you'll get a dishwasher. You'll move somewhere that has a dishwasher. All right, Betty B, I'm so glad I caught you live. You look so good. I see your weight loss. Thank you, Betty B. I've lost 25 pounds. I'm so thrilled. So thrilled. And I'm starving right now. I ate a cheese stick because I was 30 minutes late, right? So I ate a cheese stick. I have this banana that I got a little bite out of. But I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to thaw some chicken in the microwave, some chicken tenders, and I'm going to make something called buffalo chicken pasta bake, and it's delicious. So I'm looking forward to that when I get off of this call. Monica says, big fat thumbs up for you, Kat. Could you tell us how long do you take to finally set up routines as a habit? They say that a habit takes 90 days, 3 months. That's what they say. Now, some people say different numbers, but 90 days of doing it every day. So that means you're going to have to be dedicated and disciplined to follow my daily video and do it for 90 days before it becomes like a flush the toilet habit, a brush your teeth habit. Okay? So you don't make a decision not to flush the toilet, but we continue to make a decision not to wipe out the sink, not to swish the toilet, not to do our laundry, not to do whatever else we do, make our bed, not to put our clothes out. Those are decisions. But if you continue to do it for 90 days, it won't be so much of a decision, it'll be a habit. And that's when life is so much smoother. Okay, Larry said the dinner bell's ringing. I'm going to have to go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you next Monday. And that's it for now. So remember that you are beautiful. Bye.